Coronation Street fans think they've uncovered the real identity of Dee-Dee Bailey's midwife, and it could mean trouble. In a recent episode of the beloved ITV soap, viewers watched as Dee-Dee went into labor. She shares her baby with the late antagonist Joel Deering, who was murdered last year by Lauren Bolton. During Monday's episode, Dee-Dee experienced intense pain and was advised to head to the maternity ward. However, despite her high blood pressure, the overwhelmed medical staff dismissed her worries and sent her back home. Once there, her friend Alia Nazir insisted that the hospital staff had been wrong to ignore her symptoms. Soon after, Dee-Dee's waters broke, and her family quickly rushed her back to the hospital. At the hospital, Dee-Dee endured severe discomfort while waiting for a bed, prompting her father, Ed, to step in. He was furious when a white midwife made an offensive remark, implying that women like you are built for this. Determined to get proper care, Ed sought out a black midwife who finally provided the necessary assistance. A doctor soon diagnosed Dee-Dee with pre-eclampsia, requiring an urgent delivery. After giving birth to her daughter, Dee-Dee felt seriously unwell, but a white nurse disregarded her concerns. The intense Coronation Street storyline took a dramatic turn as Dee-Dee Bailey endured a distressing ordeal after giving birth. The new mother was labeled aggressive by a nurse simply for declining skin-to-skin contact with her baby. Tensions rose even further when Dee-Dee collapsed from severe bleeding, an issue she had previously flagged to hospital staff, only to have her worries dismissed. This terrifying experience resulted in Dee-Dee undergoing emergency surgery for a hemorrhage, leaving her loved ones anxiously waiting as she fought for her life. These heart-wrenching scenes marked the beginning of a new racial injustice plotline for Dee-Dee, sparking fan theories about the midwife's true identity. Viewers are now speculating that she may have connections to past antagonists in the series. Fans have been actively discussing the mystery online, with some theorizing that the midwife may have been deliberately planted by Joel's father, similar to his interference in Lauren's trial. Others suspect she could be secretly linked to the extremist group connected to Lauren's father. Speculation aside, reactions on social media have been fierce, with one outraged viewer expressing their frustration on a fan forum. That terrible midwife should be fired. She accused Dee-Dee of being aggressive when she wasn't and dismissed her when she said she felt unwell. She chalked it up to being a first-time mom. This isn't about staff shortages. It's about a complete lack of knowledge and compassion. Fans wasted no time in flooding the comments with their theories. One viewer speculated she was totally out of line. Maybe Joel's father planted her there as part of a revenge plot. Another agreed, replying, "That's a solid theory." Meanwhile, another fan proposed a different possibility, suggesting a link to Reese Bolton. I have a feeling she might be connected to Lauren's racist dad. Just a guess, but I could be wrong. Either way, she's vile and cruel. Someone else chimed in, "You might be onto something." Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX. Coronation Street viewers were thrilled as they crowned their new favorite duo, though some suspect this budding friendship won't stay platonic for long. Betsy Swain has faced a turbulent time in Weatherfield, first witnessing her boyfriend Mason Radcliffe bleed out after being stabbed by his own brothers at the start of the year. More recently, she has been living in fear following the shocking return of Rob Donovan. Rob's dramatic comeback happened at the end of March, when the convicted killer resurfaced in Weatherfield for a final confrontation with his sister, Carla Connor. His escape had unfolded weeks earlier when he fled from the hospital, where he had been a kidney donor for his older sister. However, it soon became clear that he had used his hospital stay as an opportunity to plot his getaway. Upon his return, Rob sought out his former fiancée, Tracy Barlow, for assistance. Though she hesitantly agreed, she quickly regretted it when his sinister side emerged. Refusing medical attention for his injuries, a desperate Rob armed himself with a gun and forced Tracy to lure Carla to No. 1 Coronation Street, where he held them both hostage. Seemingly determined to make this the final act, Rob, still wielding the gun, revealed to Underworld's boss that his twisted plan was to force her to watch him die, ensuring the memory would haunt her forever. However, as he became distracted, Tracy seized the opportunity to escape. On her way out, she alerted Lisa, who then took her place with Rob. Initially, Lisa complied with his demands, but when he momentarily set the gun down, she saw her chance and grabbed the weapon for herself. Rob refused to go down without a fight and lunged for the gun, sparking a struggle between him and Lisa. In the chaos, the trigger was pulled and a gunshot echoed through the air. Though Rob was swiftly taken into custody, Lisa's nightmare was far from over. She soon discovered her daughter, Betsy, injured in the ginel. The stray bullet had struck Betsy in the upper arm, and later at the hospital, doctors warned that the wound could have lasting consequences. Things took an even darker turn when Lisa confessed to Betsy that it had been her, not Rob, who fired the shot, as her finger was on the trigger during their struggle. Devastated, Betsy accused her mother of choosing Carla over her and nearly leaving her orphaned, having already lost her other mum, Becky, who died in the line of duty. During Monday night's episode of Coronation Street, as Betsy continued to give her mum the cold shoulder, she received some heartfelt advice from Nina Lucas. Still deeply upset, Betsy expressed her frustration, saying that Lisa should have done everything in her power to run 1,000,000 miles in the other direction, upon realizing Rob was holding Carla at gunpoint, instead of rushing headfirst into danger and putting her own life at risk. However, in a touching moment, Nina offered a different perspective, telling her, "It doesn't sound like she really had a choice. I think it was pure instinct and love. If it had been you in danger, she would have done exactly the same thing. That's just what you do when you love someone. There's no time to stop and think. You just do whatever it takes to protect them." She then added, "Isn't it incredible that your mum has found a love like the one she shares with Carla?" Her words seemed to strike a chord with Betsy, as later on she softened her stance, apologizing to Carla for being a brat and admitting to Lisa that she understood she never meant for any of this to happen. Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX. Coronation Street's Tina O'Brien set for dramatic new storyline amid marriage split rumors. Tina O'Brien is about to embark on a dramatic new storyline on Coronation Street, following rumors that she and her husband, Adam Croft, have reportedly ended their marriage after Christmas, with the stress of moving house contributing to their split. On screen, Tina's character, Sarah Platt, will soon find herself involved in a new romance with PC Kit Green, played by Jacob Roberts. A source close to the show shared, "Bosses are relieved that Tina has agreed to stay on for another year, especially after losing some big names in recent months." They've got some major storylines lined up for Sarah, including a sizzling romance with the handsome PC Green, the insider told The Sun. The Mirror has reached out to ITV for further comment. Tina's personal life has been under scrutiny, especially after she was spotted without her wedding ring at the end of March, fueling further rumors about her marriage to Adam Croft. Out in Cheshire one afternoon, Tina was seen enjoying a coffee with her dog, dressed casually in Adidas trainers, jeans, and sunglasses, her wedding ring notably absent from her left hand. She has yet to address the split rumors, but has been seen without the ring multiple times in recent weeks, even unfollowing Adam on social media. The pair, who have been together for 14 years and share a 10-year-old son, Beau, are said to have grown apart. A source revealed that they've been living separately since December, with their differing lifestyles being cited as the main cause of the breakup. While Adam is passionate about fitness, Tina enjoys going out with friends for drinks and dancing, activities that Adam doesn't share an interest in. Initially, the lifestyle differences weren't a problem, especially when their children were younger. However, as the kids have gotten older, it's become more apparent. Though the couple has unfollowed each other on social media, they are still said to be on good terms. Tina is reportedly not ready to begin dating again, but is embracing her new life as a single woman. Coronation Street airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and ITVX.